Horse water. What does that say on the sign down there, Zach? Oh.
Face. Order. Arms. Stand down. East. Great news has arrived concerning the war with the Russians. Nation of Her Majesty's indomitable efforts in this fierce and bloody campaign. Now there are those who condemned this war, saying we never should have become involved in such a messy squabble on the Christian holy sites in Palestine. And some traitorous members of the press have taken great delight in describing in graphic detail the horrible loss of life and the so-called incompetencies of the leadership of this campaign. To oppose the might of the British Empire, you will fail. God is on our side, and if you are not with us, then you must be against us. You may notice, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that we have some new recruits to fight the merry wars. Arms!
finished product.
I didn't get any gold.
Okay. No, that's called a cradle. Cradle, you rock it back and forwards. That's your shovel. Don't touch your shovel. It's wooden wheelbarrow.
So again, good afternoon everyone. Well done. Welcome to Soveriegn Hill's Gold Pour Room. My name's Matt and I'll be pouring the gold for you today. Today you'll get to see 3 kilograms of 99.99% pure liquid gold. While that gold is heating up inside the furnace, what I'd like to do is explain to you what my job is. So I'm a blacksmith and my job is to purify the gold that they find inside quartz. So I'm working for a quartz mine company just like the one you see next door. And what they are doing is digging down up to 3,500 feet, to around about 1 kilometre, straight down to find quartz. And once they find some quartz, they'll blast it out of the earth, take it to the surface. The next step is to get the gold out of the quartz. Now, gold inside quartz is very minute. It's very rare to find large chunks of it inside quartz. So, to get those tiny particles of gold out, what you have to do is crush it up. So we send the quartz next door to the battery house, which you would have heard throughout the day, and pop in and have a look. What's happening next door is large metal hammers are crushing the quartz into a fine sand, just like this sand here. That sand is then mixed with water and washed across tables. And inside those tables, there are some devices containing mercury. Gold and mercury are chemically attracted to each other. So when they touch, they bond together, similar to the way magnets do. So the gold will wash across the table, hit the mercury, and they'll stick together. And the quartz sand will wash straight over the top. They will then scrape up the gold and the mercury, separate the two, give me the gold, and it's my job to purify it. Now inside one of these. This is called a crucible. It's made out of clay and graphite, and it can withstand temperatures of up to 2,000 degrees. Because it's made of clay and graphite, it's fairly brittle, similar to an eggshell. Bump it or knock it too hard, it will break very easily. So you have to be extremely careful. So I've got the gold gold in there, the next step is to pour in a powdered flux. I'll then heat the gold up to temperature inside the furnace. And what will happen is all those impurities from inside the gold will melt fairly quickly and float to the surface. The powdered flux that I've poured in will grab onto those impurities and they'll form a crust on top of the gold. Then when I pour out the gold, the impurities will float from the top to the back and create a black ring just inside the crucible there. Gold melts at a temperature of 1063 degrees Celsius. However, it does become a solid very quickly, so today I'm taking it to 1200 degrees. And that's just to give me plenty of time to get the gold out of the furnace and into that mould before it becomes a solid. And because I'm working with such high temperatures, I have some safety equipment on. On my feet I have leather spats, and that's to stop any gold from going into my shoe. If any gold falls out of the crucible, by the time it hits me in the foot, it will have become solid and will bounce straight off. A leather apron to protect my legs, and a flannel shirt to protect me from the heat. If you have a camera and you'd like to take some photos, now's a good time to get it ready. Here at Soveriegn Hill, it takes 10 minutes in this day and age to melt down a piece of gold this size until it's ready to be poured. In the 1850s, it would have taken 2 to 3 hours. You would have had a couple of boys on some bellows pumping for that time to get the gold up to temperature. And this part of the gold pour is done by eye. You have to get this just right. If you overcook the gold, it will change colour to a dark brown colour. Solid? Does anyone see? It's just the heat coming out of the gold which is setting this piece of wood on fire. If you were to pick up this piece of gold right now, it would slice straight through your hand just from the heat and the weight of the gold. So it would still take around about 2 hours before you can safely pick it up. So I'll place it in some water and speed that up a bit. What you're looking at here is 100 troy ounces, which is 3 kilograms in your modern terms. Today, this piece of gold is worth 137,000 Australian dollars. Well, it's not my gold, and I'm not allowed to let anyone touch it. But what would be the fun in that? So, is there anyone in the crowd who would like to have a hold of 137,000 dollars? How are you there? Down, roll that. What do you think? Turn around, show everyone, we'll stay here.